way it worked out, so we may do some more. But I've got this little package here. This is a card. And so I've got a little package here, and guess what's in it? Hello everybody, it's Glenda with Fralins and Friends, Crafts Plus. And tonight, I'm going to finish a project. And maybe start another one. Remember the angels that I was making for our ornaments to give out to the kids and the grandkids this year? I came up a few short because I ran out of angels. These angels, the wooden ones. And so, we're going to finish up on these. I've got 3 more pink ones to do. And 1 yellow. All the adult parents are getting yellow. The girls are getting pink, and the guys are getting blue. Who'da thunk? So, let's get started on this. I was really getting down on myself and just down, period, because this hand is still hurting. The knee has the big bruise. It's got this huge bruise, but it's a big leg. So, and you don't really see the bruising so much on this, but I can use it. I mean, it hurts. And it's got, I think it's just got a really, really deep bruise. With my shoulder, he just told me so that, he said he knew it would hurt, but so that it wouldn't, you know, kind of like freeze up like shoulders will do. It's a ball and socket joint and has a lot of tendons in there that can really tighten up. So I just had to keep however much it hurt. I mean, I'd take stuff for it, and Joe would rub in some of that creamy, you know, the Biofreeze cream, not sponsored. I need to get sponsored on something, don't I? I also need to have somebody collaborate with. If there's somebody out there that's, a crafter or a, painter, kind of a folk artist, or, I don't know, you can be just somebody who would like to collaborate, kind of throw ideas back and forth, maybe do few challenges and stuff. Just let me know. Those are so much fun. And I might just try to do a live again one of these days. I've made more friends on YouTube and stuff. So maybe I'd do better now than I did a couple of years ago when I tried and I didn't get anybody. So, but we've grown since then, so we'll just have to see. Yeah, didn't you like how I got that paint right through that little hole that I didn't want to paint? I just love these little angels. I'm an angel fan anyway. And I'm not talking about sports. I just love angels. And we've got them all over the place around Christmas time. And I've done other kinds of angels in the past. I did, what did we make those out of? I drew around something. Anyway, I know what it was. We printed off a bunch of bells. And then we fixed it up so they looked like angels. They was our angel bell choir. While we're waiting on these to dry, I want to show you something I put together yesterday, just for an experiment, and I like the way it worked out, so we may do some more. But I've got this little package here. This is a card, and so I've got a little package here, and guess what's in it? it's got an angel. So I put an angel in there. I didn't paint it because I didn't know if I should paint it or just give it to them so they could paint it. Or maybe they want to just leave it with the wood. And I still have the big package of these little dinky ribbons that I got for another project I was doing, but I didn't need nearly that many. I didn't look. I didn't think I was getting that many, but I did, and there's a bunch. Same with that ribbon. So anyway, I did that. I wrote Merry Christmas. I was trying to be a little bit fancy on how I did it with the two-color thing, but my handwriting just isn't that good. So I need to be a little more careful with that. But I still have these stick-on stars, and I'm not going to be using them all for the angels. So I thought this looked like a kind of a nice little run of stars. Excuse me, my brain's not working very fast. Anyway, and then on the inside, which I needed to use a lot neater writing, I wrote a verse from Luke chapter 2. That's the story of Jesus' birth. So I just kind of thought it'd be nice to do something like this. And so, I don't know, we might just try seeing how this would work. Let me know. Do you think it would be better if I paint the angel first? I mean, it could be a neutral color. It doesn't have to be. I could paint it white for that matter and, you know, put something shiny on it. I have that gold, metallic gold paint. I have some metallic silver paint. Yeah, there's all kinds of things that we could do. But anyway, give me an idea of what you think I should do. Should I paint it? Or should I let that little bit that was? Usually if it's wet, like this is still a little shiny up around in there. Yeah, that's still wet. Oh, I see some spots that are just, but they're really, this one's just almost completely dry. I think I just got a hold of it on a, anyway, marching forward. We are marching. So that you can see what I'm doing with these. Some of you may have seen them when I made a video before, when I started making these angels for Christmas. You might have seen some of this then. So, but I'm getting a little more mileage out of them. You know, I do have some sponges. I could have used sponges to paint this. I never even thought about it until after I'd already done this. So, we'll just get this one done tonight. And then what I will do is I'm going to put, if you remember last time, I used on the pink ones, I used the red stars because there are no pink stars in there. There's gold, red, and blue. But the red stars really looked nice on the pink. In fact, my granddaughter, she said, "Grandma, that's not a pink angel, that's a red angel." So it's like, okay, that looks red to me. It's like, okay, it is a dark pink. It is. So maybe we call it a light red. I don't know. But she said it looked red. So I guess she's probably right. She's getting to that age where she is just a, you know, she's no longer getting out there and getting into all the toddler stuff, and she is at that age where she's learning and experimenting with a lot of things. She loves football. She wanted to play football this year. She's probably 10 or 11, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, they were going to put together a girls' team in school, but they didn't. So they let her on the boys' team, and so she plays with them. They're in grade school, so. But she's very much a little girl. And I'll put it on this side of this one. It won't hurt it when I go to turn it over and paint the other side. But I just take one of the smaller of these stars and I just put it right here on its chest. Isn't that cute? And then these really are kind of long, but there's plenty of them. Then what I do is I just who else out there knows that mouth is too dry? Who else out there knows that you cannot put a thread like this through a small hole without wetting it down? I know that sounds silly, and it is probably. There's a lot of probably a lot of people who could do this just fine first time without separating the. But that's the way my mom did it. That's the way we learned to do it. But when it gets frayed on the end like that, not frayed, separated. When that thread gets separated on the end like that, you have a tendency to, instead of clipping it, unless it gets really bad, it just seems better to wet it down and push it through and not worry about the germs. I mean, after all. So there, that's what I'll be doing. The other side I will be painting later, which I don't think this will hurt, that I've got the string on there. There's the idea. We've got angels with their little stars and string. I think they're a lot of fun. But for the other, okay, we got one last angel to paint, and that is the yellow one. Yeah, that's dry. Okay. Now, I did say that the yellow ones are all for the adults, the parents, the parent-type adults, because we have grandchildren who are now adults in their 20s. Zing. I do still get a zing sometimes up my arm from that. Okay. So this one is mine. I went ahead and put names on all the others, but this one's mine, so I get an angel too. We've got them all hanging on the tree out there already. Got some pink on it from somewhere. Probably from being next to one of those. It isn't enough to worry about, especially since it's mine. But yeah, I make Joe and I each an ornament every year too, because it's just more finished that way. And the kids aren't asking, well, where's yours? Because we have them. Over years, well, we've just gotten too many for any one tree. So sometimes we'll hang them up from the, hang them over the curtains, or, like on the top, just hang them over the curtain rod, or we'll have places that we'll find places to put a lot of them. So please, in the comments below, that is after you subscribe and click the notifications bell, give me a thumbs up. And when you're ready to comment, tell me what you think I should do. Give me some more ideas. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of things a person can do. And I know I haven't thought of them all. So, give me some ideas, okay? And we'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Take care of yourselves. There's your smile and wave. I'll see you.